Welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine.
Well, hello, Hildy. Thanks for this awesome comment. You were wondering if we could use PVC pipe instead of the tape roll. You are right. When I was originally shopping for supplies, I purchased some of the couplings from Lowe's, and I thought this will be perfect, but I ended up using the tape rolls instead. So since you liked that video, I am going to go ahead and use these couplings instead. So now here's where we are. So this is my dilemma. I had these couplings, and of course you can buy the conduit ones that you have for electrical, or you can buy the ones in the plumbing department. The gray is in the electrical area. But anyway, you decide. Look how inexpensive they are. So guys, if you are like Hildy and you got some of these plumbing PVCs left over and you want to use them, get started. So again, with the basic same tools, you've got this PVC coupling. Now you can use a saw, or you can use this new little gadget for $9 that I got from Harbor Freight. You'll find a complete list of supplies in the description box below. This was my inspiration for today's DIY, and I nearly shared this in the last video, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm using dowels from Hobby Lobby. They're $2.99 for 30 of them in a packet. 40% off, of course. And of course, I already had my coupling. So guys, you see how that little rotary works, and it works very fast. Just hold it steady and it'll get it done in about a minute. I love my sanding blocks, so easy to use. I like to lay them flat and rub the item onto the block. It's so much easier on my thumb. Now I'm sanding away lumps and bumps and anything that's sticking out on this coupling. Select your plaque based upon the size of your PVC. My PVC is 2 inches, so I'm using a 5-inch plaque. In other words, there's a 3-inch difference. To place the hanging hole in the back of your plaque, start out drilling straight down and then slowly lean the drill backward. Don't go all the way through. Be careful. Lift it out occasionally to see how far you've gone in. So here I'm drawing a center line on the back, over the top, and then down the center of the plaque. Just want to make sure everything is properly centered. I've got my line drawn down the center. I'm going to place the lights inside the coupling, and I'm going to line it up in the very center of the plaque. That line really helps you as a grid guide, guys. So, grid guys, I'm sorry. That was just funny. So anyway, you're just going to make sure that you've got everything centered, and now all you have to do is determine where you're going to place your holes on the back of the coupling so you can adhere it to the plaque. I know, that sounds complicated, but how about this? Just watch. It'll be very simple. Now I just realized something. This could qualify as 5 supplies or less. Take away the tools, light, paint, screws with a little bolt, skewers or dowels, PVC, or the tube from the tape. Now the holes in the PVC are drilled the exact same way. Start out going in straight and then angle the drill backwards. Now that leaning back of the drill creates that hole to be a little bit longer and sloping. So that will allow you to slide the PVC onto the screws a whole lot easier. Now I'm only talking about the couplings here. One side of them will be smooth, and the other side of them will have numbers that you can actually feel with your fingertips along the bottom. That's what I was sanding off. So when I inserted the holes into the PVC, I was angling downward or slanting that hole toward the bottom where I had sanded the numbers off. That's important for you to think about when you're placing your PVC onto your plaque. Be sure to place one of your lights inside of your PVC. You want to line everything up onto your plaque and place a dot inside of the hole where you will actually be placing your screw. You're marking the spot right now. I'm using 3/4 inch flat head screws for this project. Now, I'm trying to be thorough because I know how you guys are. If I leave out a detail, you will certainly let me know. But yeah, look at how well this fits. So snug. I'm telling you, I'm excited because nothing's gonna fall off the wall. I live in a sonic boom area. You know, I live near a military base, so you just have to be careful. Mirrors and things fall off the wall if you don't secure them here. Okay, now I'm speaking to you guys who have just regular PVC. It's not coupling or anything like that. It's just regular PVC. You don't have to cut it in the back. You want to make sure the area of the PVC rests up against the plaque firmly, and that's where you want to drill your hole. In that case, you just drill one hole. Because I had to split this because my lights are that odd shape, that odd size, I needed to put the two holes inside of it. So this is what I want you to do. Just drill one hole. Refer back to the first DIY where I just drilled the one hole in that roll from the tape. That's all you need to do, and it'll rest up against there. Now, for securing the lights on the inside of your PVC, remember that foam ring that I made earlier? Make one of those using foam board and then secure that to the inside of your PVC so the light will have something to rest on. And you want to secure that ring along the area where that screw extends through the PVC, just like I did with the roll from the tape. Okay, just take a look at that video and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if you're just going to use one light, you can just pop it in and out to change the batteries. So that's pretty easy. You don't have to detach the entire coupler or PVC. So you can always just use two lights, put that little velcro in the middle. It will hold it firmly in place, then lift the entire thing off and just pop it out from the back. That's why I said to secure your screws just that way. Love this. Okay, it's time to design. So for the very first one, I simply spray painted it and added some Totally Dazzled, and I hung it above some artwork. This is metal, and it's a sculpture that I got from a liquidation place for $10 that sold for almost $900 online, and it weighs a ton. But anyway, what a cool idea. Spotlight your artwork. Now, this is the inspiration piece for today's DIY. It's called Fire and Ice, by the way. These are dowels that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Once again, they were $2.99, 40% off, and they're 32 a pack. And I think I had about 6 left over between the two of these sconces that I made. So yeah, one pack will get the job done, guys. My pencil glue gun wasn't working, and this one was squirting a little too much, but you get the gist of it. So this is just for staging right now. I'm actually going to show you another version of this. So I'm actually popping them on and off and painting them. And as always, start in the center, try to get them equal distance apart, even if you want to say a finger's width. Mine are not necessarily equal distance apart, but you get the gist of this. So you want to do a couple of these at one time, and that way you can kind of follow the same pattern going back and forth between two of them. That way they kind of look alike, but they're not going to be perfect. I'm going to take my little Walmart light and insert it, and I'm actually using it on the bottom to spotlight, and it's pretty easy. Just slide it in. Try not to hit your dowels because these are barely there, guys. I did not use a lot of glue, and I didn't use the good glue gun to put it on there. But you see how easy that is? That looks wonderful. I think that's really stunning. Those are those adhesive gems that you get from Hobby Lobby. I think they're like $2.99. You just peel stick. No, those came from Walmart a couple of years ago. Sorry. Now, if you want to do the two light deal, just take a small piece of Velcro ensure that they're going to stick together and then go in from the top and the bottom of your sconce very gently. Now, I made an effort here to go in gently, but I'm trying to angle the DIY toward the camera, and I pulled off one of the dowels, but you know that I'm peeling these off anyway, but I'm not going to hide the fact that it fell off, and I glued it back down. Guys, I hope you stay pumped about these DIYs. I'm so excited. I think I'm telling you, there isn't a day that Amazon isn't sending something to my house. Our foyer and dining room look like a warehouse. We spray things down and then we wait, to make sure that they're okay before we open them. So I'm so excited. I appreciate your input and your ideas. There are furniture transformations coming, fabric slowly getting here. I'm so excited. So please stay patient. So here they are on the wall in my office. Guys, you decide to bling or not to bling. That is the question of the hour. I love these. I wish I had made them sooner. I actually had this in a file a long time ago. And like I said, I'm redeeming the time on a lot of my DIYs. But these are adorable. And there's tons of variations that I can think of to do with these. The other thing is I want to stick to the original inspiration. So let me go ahead and show you that one. Now remember to play it safe out there, guys. You don't have to go shopping for all these supplies. Think of item substitutions. You might have skewers. You might have that tape roll and that I used in the last DIY. You might have a small saucer, like for a coffee cup that you're not using anymore. Well, that could be your plaque. So now you can have a creative way to do this DIY. And I hope you like this DIY, and I hope that it's therapeutic for you during these troubling times. I absolutely love it. Tell me which one would be your favorite. Is it the solid gold? Is it the combination of silver and gold? Is it the bling? Or do you like the nightlight idea? Or do you like the spotlight for the artwork? So you tell me. I want to know how this inspired you. And Hildy, I hope you take some of these on. Let me know what you're doing out there. And for all of you watching me the first time, welcome. If you are not a subscriber, please consider doing so today. Ring the bell. That's so important. To those of us here on YouTube, right now it's a struggling time for everybody. So please subscribe and ring the bell. And remember to check back with me. We've got furniture transformations coming up, and I can't wait to share with you guys. Thank you for watching. Please stay safe, stay in prayer, and stay creative.